In this video, I'm going to demonstrate about the database security management, and I will take you through the things that I have learned. So one of the things that I've learned is about the database, about database authentication. So what is database authentication in SQL Server? So a database authentication is defined here at the Microsoft documentation. That this means that the user identity is confirmed by Windows. So SQL Server does not ask for the password and does not perform the identity validation. And it is so a Windows authentication is just a default authentication mode, and it is much more secure. Why? It is because it uses keyboard security protocols and the policies that are provided by the Windows, and they are trusted credentials by the Windows, so it is much more secure. So there is some of the benefits here that why it is important. And also I want to let you know the difference between the authentication and authorization. So authentication over SQL. So authentication is when the user validate himself with the username and the password to get into the system. And authorization is when a user is given the privileges to get access into the resources that are in the database. Maybe a person can select, can see, can change, can read. Those are the authorization. About the authorization, some of the things that I know about the authorization. But when someone is logging in, there are there is a mixed mode authentication. So if you want to verify the mixed mode authentication, you can go to your database and right-click. You can come to database. I have a database here. So if I right-click and see the property, you can come to the security. You can see that it is on SQL Server and Windows authentication mode. That is a mixed mode now. That's how you verify it. And one of the things that I also want to let you know is about the public privileges like permission. So if someone is given those things, what happened? So if you come to the roles and that like fixed database roles, it explains exactly why it is not good. So this role exists in all database, yes, except public database. So when you are given assigned to these roles, they cannot be changed, and every user that has to be able to read those resources, and it is not good to be applied. So that is one of the disadvantages of it. So I had an opportunity to create this database, to create the user. There are some of the users that I created. So if you come to database and come to the security, under the security, and you will see that these are the roles that I created. You can see the manager role and the control. You can also see the database 1, database 2 that I created, and those ones, they are mapped to different databases under bowling. So there are also schemas that I created, studio, and there's also another schema somewhere, general. So if you go under the bowling and you check the tables, you'll see that the tables are right here, and they are transferred to general.bula score. You can, some of them studio.teams, you see. So I was able to transfer and just figure out how I do it. There are some of the code that I have done right here. So, and it was a good thing to do. It has really helped me to understand some of the things that I was doing. And these are the codes. These are all the codes. So I also had an opportunity to create using the DCL command. So I use this command to create a user one. So in user one, I create a login name, and then the member is user, and I've given the role of a data reader. These people, they can read the data, they can select, they can do privileges under data reader. Also, I created a table called actors. These are a user under entertainment, and I insert into Kevin. So if you come to entertainment, you see that there's a user one, there's a user three. Under them, under the tables, you see that these tables, they are judge, there's a media, there's also a tool. Those are the things that I created. So these tools, the tool was one of the schema, and I transfer it up to here. Even the media, even the judge. Some of them I was doing them for practices. Yes. So I had an opportunity to create this, and also I created database roles. You can see that under the tool is record as a role, and this one is mapped to the others. So if you come to the tables, I just want to confirm to you that if you come to the table, you under the entertainment, you see that there is an actor table right somewhere here. You can see like this, an actor table. Yeah, tool.actors. So, and I can click and select. So the problem here, I've run it twice and it didn't say there's a duplicate. So, and I can delete them. There's no problem. Because of time, I need to be quick. So I also create all those tables and they have them. So I can log in using the user one or DBA1 right here. Maybe DBA1, the one I create, and click the username, password. It was the username, DBA1, then password. Under the password, you can see that there is a DBA1. What is DBA1? Yeah, this is DBA1. So under DBA1, you can come here to select determine. You cannot to the receipt, you cannot to here, you cannot access because of those privileges. But if you come to bowling, you can see the tables and you can select from tables because you have the privileges right here. So under the roles, I was able to create roles. Under roles, I create roles, and I also can map a new user. You can put a new user, which is right here, which is the one I created when I was creating a new user. So you can create here. You can come to the owner of the schema. You select the schema that it belongs. You can come to the member. You can give them to any of these members. You can come right here, select, give them the roles, maybe a user, click OK. Like that, run the script. That's when I was able to do it. If you come to the roles, you can come to the database role. If I'm coming to the management, under management, I can add members. Right click, add members. This is what I was able to do. And it works out well. like after the role, like generally, instead of writing a code like one by one, yeah, I was able to do that as a way of making things easier. Yes, there are some of the things that I have done, like transfer some of the code they are right here. So they are minute up like this. So this is what I was able to do to transfer the code. Yeah, and that was all about it. So you can see now you cannot select somewhere, you can select somewhere, you can insert somewhere through the privileges that are given. And these are some of the things that I learned during database system. I can stop someone from entering to system, can give someone the privileges and it all well.